Thanks for sharing that. Let me, there were so many things you discussed. I'm going to try from my notes, just pull out a few of those things in no particular order, but at least a synopsis for your viewers and listeners. That's to positively impact 20,000 careers, recognizing that doing so will have a multiplier effect on those close to those individuals. Values around integrity, and for you that means when you commit to something, you must do it. Your certainly dad reinforced that with you. And caring from others, a value that your mother positively enshrined in you. Not only that, but the value of learning and indeed hard work. Thanks for sharing your codes, including things like character and value always win. All complex tasks are learnable, and you know, to always try and discover the true and authentic self, or the true and authentic in others. What else can I talk about? The butterfly impact, the things that you've learned from leaders in payments. 3 things: being collaborative, embracing opportunity, and then facing into the challenge. And for me, what I liked is seeking the 4 wins.
Yeah.
That is for your industry, for your company, from your team, from your line manager, and then we'll add a 5th for the individual. We talked a little bit about, being fair, not nice, or frankly, decency is about being fair. It's not about being nice. The importance of challenge and holding to high standards. And I loved your response around culture, which is, the leader gets. It starts with the leader, but obviously it has to be created and owned by the wider team. What else did we talk about? You talked about the power of no. You talked about don't leave with the task. Harness energy in its many positive guises. And then as we kind of closed out, you talked about E plus R equals O, which I think is a great way to think about difficult situations and how you manage your emotions as you wrestle with making difficult or complex decisions. And I like the whole piece around keeping a draft until at least the next morning before you send it, or indeed you open your mouth, wherever you choose to to communicate. I think full of so many great perspectives, great advice, what you've learned, what you've tried to be. So thank you very much for sharing that with this audience, your audience, on your leadership podcast, your Pain Leadership podcast. So on behalf of everyone, thank you. I'll leave the final word to you before we close.
Well, Keith, I just want to say thank you for being a wonderful host. I knew how carefully you crafted the questions and how deliberately you listened and guided. So thank you. Thank you for being a wonderful host.